offense. We always talk about offense, but, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sends it back in motion. Iamaleava. Got it behind the line. It's Benjamin. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Bring in the heat. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Play fake. Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sellers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the field goal unit is on the field. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the snap, it's Clark. Under fire. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Pulls it in. It's Iamaleava. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Throwing, Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Again, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun on third down, Sellers. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. A first down run on the doorstep. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Here's Sellers to throw. Steps away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Herd!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Gets the back moving. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Benjamin. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Clark. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're...
Punt, and he's got room. Just keeps moving. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Running inside, it's Benjamin. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And that one's incomplete.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Iamaleava. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida State. He got it, beat down in bounds.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Offense changing the play. Sellers. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Sellers from the gun on third down. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
In the red area, it's Benjamin. Got some room headed to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Dixon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Rush is on him. Swings it out to the flat. Tripped up for the tackle.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Working the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Marshall quick to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
Makes the catch, and he's free. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. From the gun to give, looking for room. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Motion from the back. Throwing, Iamaleava. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Get it out on the screen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Sellers. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to change this route. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. On target over the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's Sellers to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Gets it into the end zone. mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The corners are walked up tight. Direct snap. It's Clark. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Iamaleava fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
When you dream of these scenarios, you never think the touchdown comes with 28 seconds left. It's always 3, 2, 1, horn, gun, ball game, and they got it done.
And that is heartbreaking for the defense as well, guys. They needed one stop, one big stop at a critical juncture of the game, and I know for them moving forward, that's a play they're not going to soon forget.
No, in ways I could have executed a little bit better, but the offense ain't feeling that way. They're feeling really good about putting that drive together when it mattered most and getting the ball in the end zone.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.